Kenny Kelly. Oh, okay. Brothers, good afternoon. I'd like to present one of our very own, Brother Kenny Kelly, who's a member of the chapter. Brother Kenny Kelly and I met recently at a community service project for the state, and we had an opportunity to ride together and just have a real good conversation. And the brother's doing so much, and I just wanted to basically spotlight him. So, Brother Kenny Kelly uh, basically has three businesses. One is MBS Wellness and Fitness. The other one is KAK Consulting or CAC Consulting, and then the third one is What Say You Productions. And what I'm going to do, just to tell you a little bit about Brother Kenny Kelly, he's from Jacksonville State University, 98, had a degree in finance and accounting. I'm sure he's got some connection with Brother Irby. and and he came in through Zeta Mu in fall 2006. Brother Kelly, are you on the call?
I
I
am.
saw him earlier. You there, Brother Kelly?
I am. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you, brother. First of all, thank you. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to spotlight you and your businesses. Can you tell us a little bit about each of the businesses we have here, just for the brothers in the chapter who may not know?
Very good. So, if you brothers do not know, um, I'm blessed to have the passion to have my own fitness and wellness company where I promote breaking generational curses as it relates to people health. We know our people, and so many people deal with high blood pressure and diabetes, heart disease, and especially our African Americans. So I was always passionate about working out and being impactful in that sense of making sure not only in my family where we have the such um, things that are in our family as well, but other people's families say, hey, what can I do to be passionate about to make sure to get into people's lives and just leave their lives better than I found it or make their lives better than I found it. Of course, I'm not God, so I don't know when these good people will be leaving this earth. However, in the meantime, while they're here, I wanted to pour into people's lives as it relates to them being healthier, not only physically wise, also mentally wise and spiritually wise, because it takes it all to make sure that your vessel is a good condition to do what God may have you to do. So if the vessel is not in order, of course, you can't go to do work and put in work unless your body is good to do so. So that is a thing that I do a lot. I do that 7 days a week with people and everything from the ages of 10 all the way up to the age of my oldest client is 79. So it's such exciting times, man, to be impactful in showing these people the way of the fitness Jedi, if you will, to help better take care of their bodies. So that's what I do with MBS Wellness and Fitness. Also, I have the KAK Consulting where I look up a business plans. People come to me, they present business plans about businesses that they're interested in getting in, and they're interested either buying or starting new. And we look over the foundations of their credit and their financial backgrounds to make sure that we research the market to see if this is very sound for them to do to be able to get in it and be successful in it. We just don't want to get in. Of course, we know a lot of businesses fail within the first, 1 to 3 years of it beginning. So we want to make sure that everything that we're doing, that this person has the necessary backing financially foundations. They have the necessary credit. We all know that a lot of stuff that people do when it comes to business is first they want to see how your credit is looking, whether it be personal or in a business sense. So, and how your credit is, so you can have certain avenues and resources be expanded to them. So, we want to make sure we're doing that, make sure we can investigate grants of that nature and material support as it relates to a lot of construction of these places. Of course, a lot of things are not brick and mortar anymore, but a lot is. And people are trying to build new buildings and find new office spaces to do certain things. So, I consult to say, okay, from a financial sense, this is what we see. This is what I suggest. This is what we think you should do. and to making sure that once you get into this particular realm and you jump in the ocean of it, that you're able to swim and tread and survive accordingly, to make sure that you're good sense, because we don't want anybody to just get into something and then they be done within the next couple of years, and they kind of get discouraged that maybe, hey, business is not for everybody, but we want to make sure we set them up to succeed and then exceed once they're inside of things. As it relates to What Say You Productions, I've been doing poetry for so long, for over 20 something years now. And what I do is we do personal poems for people, where it be for dedications, for weddings, for anniversaries, for even funerals and christenings of stuff of that nature, even just people just trying to, hey, I got something I wish to say to a spouse or a loved one, but I don't know quite how to say it. So we kind of direct them and coach them to find their voice to create a unique poem that is for them. And once they do that and we assist them in it, myself and then one of my partners, we learn that particular poem that that person has created. And if they're not comfortable performing it for that person in a setting or whatever event they're going to have for them, we do. We take the stage, we take the mic, we step up and we make it a wonderful experience for them, for a memory. And we encourage them, and not only themselves, but also their children. um as we know, children, everybody either want to be an athlete with a wicked jump shot, or they want to be a rapper, if you will. So rapping is a form of poetry. Some of the best poets out there was, rappers out there was poets before first, like DMX and Nas, and um also Jay-Z did a lot. And of course, the Tupac was also a poet. He wrote first before they really went into the sense of rapping. So in the sense of that realm, we want to give people and young kids a chance to say, hey, you ain't just got to be a rapper. You can speak from a poetic sense of things to say things eloquently or in a different, unique way that you wish to share them, and still be received and be impactful with what you're sharing with the people. So that's basically what I do, man. A good bit of
Awesome.
everything.
Awesome, Brother Kelly. Thank you for that overview, man. And I tell you, you're doing a lot of great things. A lot of brothers, first of all, the fact that you started three businesses is impressive, much less one. A lot of brothers have aspirations to start their own businesses. What drove you to actually start one of your first business? What was it that drove you? What was that factor?
The factor was I wanted to make a difference, um, in three different ways. I really wanted to make sure that, hey, I have the talents and gifts and abilities to do some things. So one, I want to start something that honors and make my God proud, my family name proud, and then my people proud. So these are the things I poured into and always been mindful of, to say, okay, with that being said, what are you passionate about? I'm passionate about people being as healthy as they can be, and being not only physically healthy, like I said, but mentally healthy and spiritually healthy, because it takes it all to make it work, especially with business. We're in a, as we all know, when you're a black man in business, we may have the same degrees, we may have even more influence and support, but a black man doing business in today's world, even the last 20 years, is looked at differently from if the same person of not our color, of lighter color, of whiter color was doing it, would get more support and pub and understanding and marketing and all the resources, when we're just as talented and knowledgeable and able to do the same thing.
Excellent, excellent. Um, Take us, through the journey of being an entrepreneur, as you call it,
I'm a
workapreneur,
workapreneur. So let me
workapreneur.
explain that.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
there are some people who are able to work for someone, because I work for Cobb County Tax Commissioner's office, and there are some people who work for other people who have side gigs and everything, own other businesses, and they're really entrepreneurs. So I'm a workapreneur, and I enjoy it both. I enjoy what I do, working for someone, because I'm learning so much. I'm also teaching so much, and I'm sharing so much, and I'm growing so much. So I don't think it's a bad thing if you do work for someone. That's great, man. That's cool. If you're solo and you're just the one and only entrepreneur with different business, don't work for nobody, that is absolutely great for too. But it's okay to be a hybrid, like I am. I work for someone and I do other things. So the day of doing both is, it starts early. You know what I'm saying? I get up about 3:30, 3:45 every morning to start grinding on some things, and then the night don't end to about 10:30, 11. And it's a cycle that goes over and over and over. And it's a welcome cycle. I don't ever complain about it because it could be so much vastly different. I got
Mm.
talents, gifts, and abilities that God has blessed me with. So why not share them? It could be at the blink of an eye. I could not have this stuff, not have the ability, not be able to talk, could be paralyzed, not be able to go here, not be able to converse about different things as it relates to business and inspiring kids or either people of our age to write spoken word, to write poetry, to put it in a book of that nature. So I don't take it for granted at all, brother.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So, one last question before we open it up to the brotherhood. Give us an example of your best day and your worst day as a business owner, and how did you handle it? What was your approach?
All right, the best day, everything that I set out to do for that particular day, person, or project turned out to be better and then some. No flaws, no delays, no hiccups, no detours, no potholes, none of that. No roll. Everything set out and rolled smoothly the way it's supposed to be. Now, the and the way that I handle with that, I just let it breathe. I just let it do, you know? And that's the easiest part of that when everything is going and all the bells and whistles are working and all the strings and pulleys are doing what they're supposed to. Now, there's the other day, like you stated, that when it does it, then one thing that I almost have to understand and remind myself that anything that go wrong will go wrong. And when it does go wrong, you write it the best way you can by doing right. Okay. So I don't take it personally. I keep it cool because you have to be able to adjust and make the changes and get the corrections and rise to the occasion when things are at their worst. You know what I'm saying? So if you be proactive, you good. But if you have to be reactive, be the best reactive person under cool, calm, and collective conditions. Because if you're not, you can be stressed out. And what help is gonna do? It doesn't do too much of doing either. So you have to be real cool, calm down. And I'm about, solutions and finding direction versus pointing fingers and arguing. So I just want to make sure that we right the ship, see how we can do it better going forward, see how we can not let something happen that happened during the time to get us to this situation, and operate it in integrity with my product and service that I provide. That's it. Stand by.
Excellent, excellent. I love it, Brother Kelly. All right. So, with that, I'm going to open it up to the brotherhood, see if there are any questions out there. Brothers, anyone? Brother
I
Welch,
ain't
you got
training.
something?
I'm
Yeah,
not
good afternoon.
training any of you niggly bears for free. I'm just playing.
I
What's
have
up,
a
Walter?
question, brother
Hey,
Kelly.
Walter.
What's going on, brother?
Man, it's good to see you.
Good to be seen. Good to see you as well, brother. Are you performing your spoken word anywhere, or are you in the process of having a spoken word festival or show where you or your cohorts will be performing?
Absolutely. Well, it's funny that you said that. I had a call on Friday with a business owner, black business owner. He wants me to come meet with him and iron out some details about doing a actual poetry night beginning next month. It will be the second Wednesday or second Thursday of every month at his winery location in Smyrna. So I'm gonna meet with him about that. So that's one thing that's going on. I'll make sure I share it with the brothers so we can get the location and once everything is down with that. I'm also going to be doing a show coming up in July. It is going to be on the south side of things off of Terra Boulevard. I'll get the location. I'll be one of the featured artists there amongst 4 or 5 other artists. So y'all can come out, put you on the list, sit down, enjoy yourself, and see what I'm really talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it is some other stuff coming down the pike that we're going to be doing via podcast. I've been had some podcast offers and also some radio stuff coming up, but I'm trying to make sure everything is good with what they're trying to do and how it's going to flow and when the times they're going to try to be doing it. It might be we're looking to be doing it for V103, but we're trying to see. We're trying to see. And once that is done, Walter, I'll make sure I share with all of you brothers. I love the support. Um, I know a few of y'all have been out to some things. I know Monolito have been to some stuff and heard me do some things. So it'll be great to just have y'all out, man. Just bring yourself, bring your loved ones, sit down and enjoy yourself. It'll be beneficial to your body and to your intellect. I'm not just up there whistling Dixie, just talking stuff, throwing up some words, but really things that really good for your soul that you can chew on. It's like that soul food poetry, if I like to say it, stick to your bones.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Along with that, brother, how, I mean, do you have like a website or something that we can help promote your businesses so that we can share with others?
Well, that's the thing I was telling Brother Devon. I said, hey man, I don't have any social media, man. All I do, all of my referrals, whether it be poetry, business, consulting, all of it is word of mouth by someone I know. And I try to keep it real simple like that because it could be bombarded with folks, and you could get bombarded with calls. And not that I don't want to support people and have everybody and appreciate the love and welcome, but I want to keep it where I can filter it where, hey, I am just a referral. I'm a friend of Monolito Irby. I'm a friend of, Dr. White. They sent me to you for A, B, and C, and D. And that's the way I keep it, the mom and pop feel of it, if you will. But you'll know, I'll make sure you get some stuff, and it may be a lot of people out there know me that you may not know. They may, a lot of good people may know me, a good sense of things. And I've been in the poetry game for a while, man, all over the place. So I'll make sure you get the information, bro.
Understood.
Thank you, Brother White. Any other brothers?
I mean, I've had my hand up or nothing, it's not a big deal.
Well, go ahead and speak then, brother.
Well, thank you. Brother Kelly, first and foremost, I'm very pleased and happy to see you here on this call and also see that you have a business thriving. I'm going to get your information and kind of hit with you offline with some other things regarding your spoken word presentations.
That'd be great. And if any of y'all need anything, man, especially where it becomes to any of the three that I mentioned, just holler at me, man. I'm an approachable cat. I'll give you my last and make it your first, man. And whatever I can do to pour into your life, I'll do it. It's just that simple. It's not about the money or anything. If me and Brother D talked, and I'm sure Brother Monolito Irby can tell you, man, it's a lot of stuff I do just because of that's what people are supposed to do. You suppose if you are able to make someone's life better than you found it, then do so. Of course, monetary is important, but the passion of being impactful and making a change, they'll remember that. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be good, brothers. Anything, just holler at me, man. Just give me a holler anytime. Anytime. Don't hesitate.
All right. With that, that concludes our business spotlight, Brother Kelly, man. I want to thank you again for all that you do. To this day, our conversation has always left an impact on me, and I'm sure that I'm going to come to you with some of your service offerings in the future. And I'm sure I'm going to help get the word out as well. So appreciate you. And if there's anything that you want to say to the brothers in closing, please do so while you have the floor. Anything you want to say to the brothers?
Man, all I want to say is, man, that if you're going to be doing something business wise, make sure that the service and the content that you're creating is good for another 15 years. After 15 years, you look back on it, make sure that that service and that content and product that you provided, look back on it and to be proud of it, man. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, what I tell some of my mentees and people I speak to when it comes to business, if you do it for the passion, man, the money gonna come. I'm telling you. I have to turn away so much money, man, financial blessings. But if you do it just for the financial blessings, man, you might lose them both. You might lose the passion for it, and you might lose the money in the end from being so burned out or getting burned out or feeling so bombarded with things. So just keep your passion, man. One day at a time, one breath at a time.
Appreciate that, Brother Kelly. With that, brothers, that concludes our business spotlight for this month. Brother Hodge, thank you for the opportunity, and I turn it back over to you.